Yep.
All right. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody in AP South. It's the time of the week again, 11 a.m. Singapore time, and it's the talk show that we have, right? Half an hour every week. And today, for this session, we are going to talk about document management. And who do we have to talk about it to us? Of course, your favorite Uncle Ba-Thong. Hi, Uncle Ba-Thong. And Alex from I think
Hey guys,
cold Melbourne. I think it looks cold. All right,
slightly colder, just a bit.
right. And you are drinking cold milk, right? I think
Oh
so.
yeah, of course.
Okay.
This is my lunch, man.
All right, right. So hope that you have had enough to start talking to us. I'm okay. Both you, I also got to do this. I got to drink some tea.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's begin. Right, both of you are going to talk about document management, which is a very interesting topic because I think that people will think, what do you mean by document management? I mean, isn't it just like copy paste, move to folders or whatever, But I think the interesting question is on the 3D experience platform, correct? It's not going to be anywhere else but on the 3D experience platform. So yes, please tell us. We are eager to learn.
Okay, so we start now. Or we wait for 1 or 2 more minutes.
Yeah, good. We still do have attendees joining.
Yep, we have a couple of attendees streaming in already. So why not we just start a little bit slowly and then
Okay,
we'll pick up
right.
steam.
So
Yep.
it's Friday, and it's a Friday before the Black Friday. So Black Friday is next week.
Yes.
So today is still not yet the Christmas mood. I tempting to put the Christmas music, but not yet. Yeah, we have to wait for the Black Friday to pass. Then the next webinar, I can use this one. But for the next webinar, not today. Okay.
Good.
Today we talk about document management. And document management is the tool that we use internally. Internally, there's a group of people in Dassault system who use intensively document management, and I think this is a tool that we can use, but also our partner can use, and it's a good value proposition for our customer as well. Okay, who use intensively document management within Dassault system? It's the group of employee of Dassault who work on contract documents, invoice, receipt, billable documents. They need to keep track those documents, especially when it comes to distribution agreement, for example. There will be go back and forth between us and the partner, also us with the customer. And also they want to keep those documents in a very secure data management system. So we use for all the legal contract. It's available for everyone who want to see what the contract looks like, what the invoice looks like, but they cannot modify it because there's only a certain group of people can actually add the document, modify the document. So
But hang on. Documents, modify contract sounds like PDF files, Word documents.
yeah.
But are we already putting that in 3D drive? Or we could also be putting it in 3D space. So
Yeah. We put in two.
Right.
Okay, but when we use 3D drive, when we use 3D space, okay, you remember we have two, right? We have the 2D drive, 3D drive, and
Yep.
3D space.
Yep.
Not long ago, we have a colleague in Europe, Euro West, who posted on the Worldwide Partner Platform a nice post with the presentation and explained very clearly collaboration, when and how we collaborate. And he has a definition very clear about what is different between 3D drive, 3D space. I find that definition very nice. Okay, let me tell you. 3D drive at first is your personal storage, your cloud personal storage, similar to Google Drive, Dropbox. Okay, number one. When you share a document with someone, there's a many way to share. The first way that you share is that you share by giving a name. So you can share the folder or you can share the file by giving a name of the person you want to share. The trick is that as soon as you give a name to the person, and if that person is not on the same tenant as you automatically invite that person to your tenant, and it take away the IFW license for that person. Okay?
Mm.
But you invite that person as external members. It's not a members, external members. That means they take out the IFW license, but they don't see much on your tenant. The
Okay.
trick is that, if you don't have enough IFW license, then you give away one license, and you have to wait for 30 days before you can kick that person out in order to recover the license. So the tricky part of that. You have another way is share by the link. So when you share a document by the link with 3D Drive, that person can only download, they cannot upload. Okay, and it doesn't take away your IFW license. So 3D Drive is to share a fixed copy of that document at that moment. So they have like a snapshot of that document that they can use it. During the time they use it, you can modify that document on 3D Drive. And then your 3D Drive document and the document that you share with other people now become two different versions, completely disconnected. Okay? 3D Space is to share and collaborate with other people on a dynamic document, a document that keeps changing all the time. As long as someone can access to the 3D space, they can modify the files. They make the document, like live document that keep changing all the time. So like the SolidWorks document, Katia document, 3D Experience document. So that stay on the 3D space. Now, if you work with other colleague, for example, on a presentation to the customer,
Yep.
or on an Excel file that you ask everyone, contribute their things on the Excel files, uh, and that for that case, 3D Space is the right way to do. But 3D Space is big and it has every document, CAT file, Office documents, and everything. So
Yeah.
which one is which one? You have to search, right? You have to search with the S6W tag. You have to search it.
Yep.
So one way to manage properly is to use the bookmark editor. So you use bookmark editor to you create bookmark and then you attach a document to that bookmark and
Right.
then you start to do this, right? So I'm going to share with you how do we work with document that we put on a 3D space, and we're going to work with bookmark editor and document management. So to this, I need a partner to play with me, and I pick up Alex as my partner to play with me, and I'm
Okay.
going to share my screen.
Hmm.
So I'm sharing my screen. Let me share that screen.
Hey, Ba-Thong, before we start to play,
Yep.
roles. One common question I get asked when we talk about this is what roles do we need for the things that we'll be showing today?
We need the IFW
Yep,
and CSV.
CSV, right? Yeah,
Yep.
because I think very often I get users asking me, hey, I have IFW, why can't I do what you're talking about? Because what we're going to be showing today, I think needs CSV also, right?
Yeah, we need CSV. Correct.
Good. Yeah, just wanted to confirm that. I hope
Yep.
everyone's listening in.
Okay, we need CSV for that one.
Looks very
So
exciting. Hmm.
you see my screen?
Yep.
Totally, man.
Okay.
Bright and clear.
Yeah, you see the ranking, right? Okay.
Yep.
So you see on my screen, I have I have a dashboard.
Yep.
I have bookmark editor, document management, 3D
Yep.
drive, 3D space.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Now, one thing, a little bit of housekeeping. Before I go to the demo, let me
Yeah, before you go through demo, everyone please turn off your handphones. Keep it to silent.
Hold on. No, I just switched my camera so you will see me when I talk to you. All right. So before I go to demo, housekeeping, I need to run an app. It's under the CSV, Collaborative Industry Innovator. I need to run the collaboration for Microsoft.
This
Okay.
this is the thing that handles the Excel, the PowerPoint,
Yeah.
and Word.
Yeah, it's
Right.
create the add-on within Microsoft application. All right. So here you go. I don't need to use anymore. And then another thing that I will do is on collaboration for Microsoft. Okay, that's the one. So I go to the setting, just like PDM, remember PDM, the old things,
Yep.
right?
Couldn't forget even if I wanted to, man.
All right. So there's a configuration. I do the setting and I go to upload, download. I create a folder, and for me I call it the working folder, which is like your cache folder, your local cache folder. So everything on 3D space, it's gonna copy when you work on that document. It's gonna download, copy locally, and it's gonna save to that folder called C .mgmt. So I create
Okay.
locally a file, so it will cache my all the document I work with. Okay, so that's the things. Okay, so
This cache is different from the cache on UES, right? Just to be sure.
yeah, it's different the cache from UES.
Yep.
Exactly. Okay, so I start with the bookmark. I have that document. Let me close that one. So I have that document. I'm working on that document. Okay, that document is saved somewhere in my 3D space, but don't bother about this one. It's called APS COE, so I don't bother about the 3D space. Which 3D space is it? I know I work on the bookmark. I go on the bookmark. I get the files, and from that file, I will say open with what? Document management. So I click on document management. It will bring in document management, right? And on document management, I can see all documents. And you see that all the document that we work on. Okay, so can I open with document management, and then I go edit the file. So when I click edit the file, it's actually download the documents, and it's automatically open the file for me, right? So I go on this, and let me see. Okay, uh oh, we practice this, so that's why we have this one. So today is the 19th, so I change the
Sorry, should have
19,
deleted that.
and I delete that one. I say, oh, it's modified by Ba-Thong on the 19th. This document needs to be reviewed. Perfect. So I got to that point. I go to the experience. I say, good. I modify it. I save it. So when I save it, I need to create a comment. So I say, change it for webinar, right? And then on the save option, I have delete local file after successful upload, retain lock after successful upload. So CBM similar to PDM. Remember, I uploaded to make it available for everyone, but I still lock the file because I'm still working on this.
Yep.
Or you uncheck this, that means you make it available for everyone, and then you delete your local file after you successfully load that document. So I say, okay, save it, go. Now it's gonna save the files to the cloud, and then it close the file. Perfect.
Cool.
And I
Easy.
just go back to here, close it, and then I see all my documents. So I show a little bit of this, and you will see welcome to 3D experience. That's my documents.
Yep.
And now Alex gonna take over,
Yep.
right? So I stop sharing my screen. You can share your screen now.
And I'll share mine. Okay, good. Now my turn to talk. So let me start off by sharing my screen. Um, so a couple of things. One of the things that Ba-Thong showed that he installed the collaboration by Microsoft. Now I was not exactly as hardworking as him, so I didn't do that. And I didn't install that Microsoft collaboration for Microsoft. I'm directly working within my platform. All right, first thing to mention. I can also access the same document without going through the same process that he did. What I can do very quickly is I just do a quick search here, doc, like I say, if I key doc, I get document management, and I get to fire up the app. Of course, I've already put the app into one of my tabs here. It's called documents, and this is the tab that we have. Okay, my documents here, and if I go to all documents, since the document that Ba-Thong created isn't my document, I'll just go take a look at all the documents that I have access to currently, and I can see the same document here. Welcome to 3D Experience, and it's in the first revision, and the owner is of course Ba-Thong. I'm not the one. Currently, it is still in work. All right. Log status, that means there's no one who's locking it. That means it's available for edit. All right. Now, because I don't have the collaboration for Microsoft Office installed, it doesn't mean I can't work with it. I can still download this document as a local copy. So I go to my menu and I could choose to preview and all that, or I can just choose directly to download.
You
All
do
right.
the edit first. You do the edit so
Yes,
you can
but what
lock
I'm going
that.
to edit, correct. So what I can do is I can edit. So these are the options that are available to you. Thanks, Ba-Thong. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to do an edit, and it tells me that it's downloaded it's downloading the document. I'll save it to my desktop for
Then you can
simplicity.
see that Alex is locking the files.
Yep. So now it's locked by me. Okay, although the owner is by Ba-Thong, and it's been downloaded to my desktop. All right. So if I open this document right now, okay, same document. Let's scroll all the way down to the date here. Okay, as you can see, it says it's edited by PVH. All right. So I'll say edited. Now I'm going to change it again. And since it's the same day, I've done this. I say it's edited again by AK, and I can say I save this. Now what I'm saving here is just a local copy, and I don't have a 3D Experience tab here because again, like I said, I never installed the plugin. All right, but it doesn't quite matter. I've created my document. I've edited it. I've saved it, and now just close it back here. All right, it is still locked by me. Ba-Thong, do you want to show what the status is on your screen first before I upload it?
Yeah. Let me show
Okay.
you what's happened on my screen, right?
Yep. Let me stop sharing. Let's show
Yep.
your screen first.
I'm gonna share my screen. I will share this screen. Excellent. So you see
There you
the
go.
screen now?
Yep.
Okay. So you can see in my screen, I have this little photo of Alex with the lock sign in red. That's mean Alex is working on this. I cannot make change. I cannot edit the file.
Yep.
Okay. So it's
All right.
back to your screen now.
Sure. Now I'll go share my screen. And so we are back here right now. It's still locked by me. So what I'm going to do here right now is that I'm going to do an update. Previously, the second option was edit. Now I'm going to do an update. Now I could do an undo edit, which is similar to what some of us who are used to PDM would know. We can also undo changes and all that. Okay. But for this case here, I want to update with the changes. So let's go on to update. Now, because I don't have the plugin, I have to manually tell the system what file I'm working with. That's the file that's on my desktop. I'll hit open and comment updated change comment. This is what I did. All right, and I hit OK. So that's the comment I've done. And so we are seeing the uploads here pending. All right, it's uploading here at the bottom of my screen here, and that's done. All right, so update has successfully been updated, plus the log status is no longer under me. All right, so I'm done with my job. I'll pass it back over to Ba-Thong.
Okay. Let me go refresh my screen. And
Go for it. Don't take a look at your screen now.
No, yeah. I just refreshed my screen.
Yep.
And then I go back to share screen.
Yep.
Share this screen again. Share. Okay. So I go back to share screen. And then you can see that now the document lock status is gone. No
Yep.
more. Okay. No more. That means it's available. So let me take a look at that file. So unfortunately, we don't have the preview of the Office document on 3D Space yet. So I
Yet.
cannot preview. So the only way I can do is, okay, let's go edit the file.
Yep. I think one thing we also have to remember is we are not in the same office, right, Ba-Thong? I mean, you're still in
Yeah,
Singapore.
right.
I've not been in Singapore for 3 years, so
Yeah.
I'm 7,000 kilometers away, but that doesn't make any difference.
Wow, the document travels so fast. From
There you go.
Melbourne to Singapore within 10 seconds. The document arrived and yeah, it's modified by Alex Cock on the 19th. Let me go to the experience and then I check the history. I go to revision version.
Mhm. It's thinking.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it lists all the history.
Yep.
It lists all the history. It's changed by Alex. It's changed by me. Changed by Alex again because that's the time when we practiced 2 days ago, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's there. But because I edit the file, I go to edit the file. So it says that, oh, the moment the file is locked by me.
Yep.
But actually, I don't want to edit the file. So I gotta unlock it,
Yep.
right? Right. So you can see here is the menu onto the experience, and here is the action that you can do with the file. So what I say is like, okay, unlock the file. I don't want to do any editing. Just unlock the file. That's it. And then
Yep.
I close it. So let me refresh the screen, and then you can see that it has the icon locked with my name to this, but now you see it's it's unlocked again, right? So
There we go.
anyone can modify it, can edit the file. So this is one of the way that you can have the file on a common space, on the vault, on the 3D space that you can share with other people, and then both of your colleague can work on the same document. You can edit, you can modify it. Every time you modify it, it lock the file so the other people cannot edit the file. So avoid that, any modification you do is overwritten by your colleague. And then you can see that if you have the collaboration from Microsoft, it works very smooth, but you don't have to install it. You can have work without it, so you can download, upload manually. That means that you can work with another machine that is not a Windows machine, for example. You can
Yep.
work with a Mac, you can work with a Linux machine, uh, because the collaboration for Microsoft is the apps is download. The plugin is only work for Windows machine. So, okay,
One
means
more thing
that
about, sorry, Button, one more thing about the plugin. It only works for the desktop version of Office, right? It doesn't work for 365.
yeah, it only
Mm.
work for the desktop machine, the desktop
Yep.
version of Microsoft Office.
Yep.
So it's you see it's very very easy to use. Uh, Work with manually on any machine, any device, or you download collaboration from Microsoft, and it's very smooth. The lock, edit, and save back to the 3D space.
Actually,
All right, so
just to add, right? I think this is actually a very good tool, because if we don't have this, right, traditionally what's happening now is that we would be working on a PowerPoint file, and then I will be saving it as V1, and then they say, Uncle Batong, you go and edit, you would save it as V2, and then you need to
yeah,
send an email telling
Yep.
everybody that Uncle Batong has updated and send it in V2. And then it goes to Alex. Then Alex will probably decide that he doesn't like number 3. He will probably save it in V4 or V5, and then
right,
Yep.
can
right,
be cases
right.
like so. So using this, we don't have to do that anymore.
You don't have to do this anymore, and
Mhm.
it's a very good value proposition for customer.
Yep.
Why they need to be experienced. It's not only the engineer, it's the management, those who work on document, uh, billable, invoice, legal document, contract, all you can use it. I mean, now okay, we're not talking with customer, we're talking with partner only, right? So partner, you can also use the same tool like us to manage your quotation, your invoice to customer. That's the way. All right. So probably
Amazing.
now is the time we take question, right?
Yep, I just checked so far. Audience is pretty shy today. No one's asked any questions yet.
Yes, audiences, please key in your questions if you have any questions. Type it in, and if you need to chat, just use it. If you need to raise your hand, please raise your hand. If you want to talk, let us know. Right, we can unmute you. So
Yeah.
yes, we are taking questions. Very interesting tool that Uncle Ba-Thong has shown us today. And actually, if you know that previously we were talking about this topic of structured data and unstructured data, I would say that documents traditionally, I think it has always been considered as unstructured data, correct? Because documents, they are one piece by one piece. Like for example, let's say if I create a PowerPoint slide, and I also need to create another a Word file as speaking notes. These two are technically not linked to another. They are like not linked to another, but they are also linked to one another. Correct. So these are unstructured data which we can use this system to
Yeah.
manage.
You can use the bookmark editor
Yep.
to structure your data. So you
Yep.
can create the bookmark editor for one customer, for example,
Yep.
ABC. And then under that ABC, you can have another bookmark. You can call it quotation. Another bookmark, you will call it invoice. Another bookmark, you can say that, this is the email exchange or whatever, or any other document. So you create a bookmark for one customer, and then when you go to the 3D space, you will have all the history that relate to that customer, all the document that we have. You work with that customer, quotation, invoice, email, anything you can save within the bookmark editor. Okay.
And I think we can also link the documents to one another, right? Like this document is linked to this, that document is
Yeah.
linked to that.
Yeah. Mm, mm.
So then we can able to see the relations, which is actually very useful, because now it's like if you have a set of documents servicing this customer, let's say that you gave the customer quotation, and then the customer has some email correspondences, you can save it in the system and you link them together, so you know that when you look at this document, you know which are the associated
Yeah.
documents.
Right.
And this capability, you do not have it on your Microsoft Office, your Windows Explorer. You can't have that at all. And then what happens? You just most likely you have to call for meetings. Hey, let's discuss where we kept those files, and you spend a
Yeah.
couple hours. So
Yeah.
you don't need
Yeah.
to.
Presentation you do for customer, you can save on the bookmark as well. And
Yep.
then if you have to pull back the presentation that you did 3 months ago, 2 months ago, then you can go bookmark editor, you get the file that you can share with your other colleague, and then they can use document management to go and edit the presentation and maybe add a few products that they want to present.
Mm.
And then the sales guy can just go there and download the presentation and then go see customer.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yep. And I think the beauty of this, the beauty of this document management, right, is that I think we cannot stress enough. The 3D experience platform is not only for engineers, right? It's perfectly good for anyone working in any company. So it could be your receptionist who needs to manage guest lists or phone books or whatever you want to name it, or it could be the finance people, it could be the marketing people, anyone who needs to work with documents. Come on, name me someone who doesn't work with documents.
Yeah.
No, right?
Right.
So if they're using documents, they can use this.
Yeah, our SBA team, which are those who manage the business administration,
Yep.
uh, they manage all the distribution agreement with all of you with document management as well. So for you to know.
Yep.
We still don't have questions. Then how about let me try asking a question. Oh, there is a
Oh,
question. Thank
yeah.
you very much. Is the capability to view or edit Microsoft Office files directly in the platform being considered in the future roadmap?
Okay, this is something new. You're going to see on Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
ask us this question again next week.
Right. So remember that we're going to upgrade our platform to 2022X.
This weekend.
And in 2022X, I hope that this function will be released. In 3D Drive, you have the possibility to create a Microsoft Office type of document. That means PowerPoint, Excel, Word document within 3D Drive, and you can edit directly without any installation using an
download.
online app so that allow you to edit the PowerPoint,
Yep. Without
Excel
downloading.
file, and
So basically in Malay, it's known as akan datang, right, Mr. Kok?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person.
Right, right. But I like this question. I got to give it a thumbs up. It's a good question. Good, very good question. Right.
yeah.
So keep the questions coming. Right.
And I
Right.
hope that they will be released with 2022X. I'm not sure yet, but cross finger it will be released this weekend.
My fingers are crossed already. Right. It's crossed. It's crossed. And okay, now the since if no one has any questions to ask, I am going to assume that everybody has been using document management more or less, right? So audiences, are you using document management already? I think I would say that if you do not say no, that means you by default you are yes if you don't answer the question, right? So everyone is
Every
using
day.
Can I say that? Okay, so everyone is using every day. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so if
We're on
we
the
have
out. We are on the dot.
no more
We on the dot.
question,
No more questions. No more
Okay.
questions.
have a good weekend, everyone, and don't forget that we upgrade our tenant this weekend, so you don't have to work. You can have a good rest. The tenant will stop working tomorrow morning, and have a good rest, everyone, and I'll see you another time. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. If you are bored, right, hang on the platform on the weekend, right? You're going to get what you asked for just now, right?
Sunday you can try again.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Next
Bye.
week again, Friday, 11 a.m. Please come back. Thank you very much, and see
Bye-bye.
you, everyone. Bye bye.